Let's have a chat about making babies. Welcome back to Chatting with Chintzy. I'm Chintzy Barato. As you can see behind me, spring is in full bloom here. For me, that also means one other thing. It's time to raise some chicks and replenish my flock, which Marek's disease almost completely wiped out last year. That's a whole other topic. But you have two options here. You can go to the store and you can buy more chicks, or if you have hens and at least one rooster, you can raise your own chicks. And today, I'm going to show you how that process works from beginning to end. Let's get started. Ironically enough, the chickens have already started getting to work. That's a chicken laying an egg. That's the sound they make. So if people think chickens are quiet, no, they're not. How do you know if my egg is fertilized? Well, one, you need one of these. That's called a rooster. That's Bojangles. He's quite Don Juan in here. And, okay, this ain't gonna work. Every time I turn this camera on, this joker starts this nonsense. So we're gonna move outside the chicken coop, so hopefully we can actually record this scene here. As you could see, chickens tend to be very territorial. You would think with me feeding them all the time, they would get used to me. They generally do. Bojangles kind of tolerates me, but he doesn't really like me anyway. But he's a rooster and he's doing his job. And that's the first thing you're gonna need. You're gonna need a mature rooster in your flock in order to have fertilized eggs. A lot of people ask me, well, how do you get chicks? It's just as simple as that, having some hens and a mature rooster. But Chintzy, how do I know the rooster's been mating with the chickens? Let me tell you, every now and again you might see it, you generally won't see it, but he pretty much mates with all the chickens. As many as you can put in there. You could probably put 20 in there and he's gonna mate with all of them. So your eggs are pretty much gonna be fertilized. And by the way, a hen can retain sperm for about 2 weeks. So if he mates with them for about the next 2 weeks worth of eggs that she lays, they're gonna be fertilized. And he's gonna mate with them more than every 2 weeks. I've probably seen him mate with them maybe 4 or 5 times. So you're not gonna see it very often. But it's going on. He definitely got his sexy back. The chicken has already done most of the work. So I come in here and I'm gonna grab their eggs. I got 3 of them in here. As I said, these are already, most likely, already fertilized. So we're just gonna add them to the collection. These are gonna go in the incubator. Those eggs that I just took out of there, some of them might have some feces on them. They might have some other things that come out of the chicken coop on the egg. Do not ever wash the egg. Basically, when the hen lays the egg, it has a protective coating on it. It has a protective coating on it that protects the egg. Technically, you could take these out and leave them on the counter for a month, 4 to 6 weeks, and they'd be just fine and still edible. Well, Chintzy, can't I just let the chicken do all the work? Technically, yes. You can leave the eggs in there and the hen will sit on the eggs and keep them warm and kind of scratch at them, move them around, which is important to do in the incubator, and we're going to show you that. But the caveat to that is the chicken has to be broody, which means the chicken will basically stay in the egg laying area and sit on her eggs. She'll barely eat, she'll barely drink, she'll get real attitudinal if you reach in there and try and grab her eggs. That's called a broody chicken. If you don't have one of those, they're not going to sit on the eggs. We're going to take nature and make it happen on our own without having a broody chicken. Plus, a broody chicken or any chicken sometimes can scratch at or peck at or sit and crack eggs. So you have a higher success rate, has been my experience, by incubating the eggs on your own. A few of the supplies that you're going to need in order to do this, as I said, is hens. Second, you need at least one rooster. Also, you need an incubator. An incubator is going to run you about $40. You can spend a ton of money and get a big old fancy pants one, or you can just go simple and spend $40 and do this. It does the same thing. Oh look, it's my neighbor Chad. What's going on there, Chad? Sure, come on in. I turned the electric fence off. Ooh, that sounded like it hurt. That boy ain't from around these here parts. He just went and bought a dozen eggs from the grocery and wants me to incubate them. Chad and his wife Olivia watched the entire first season of Yellowstone and decided it was time for a life change. It was either here or Montana. So here he is. So I've got the ones I collected today and a few that I collected yesterday. So that should give me a full dozen, which is how many I can raise in my incubator. Let's take them on in and get this process started. I just placed the last egg in here. That should give me a full dozen. All we got to do is make sure that the water container stays full. This is gravity fed. People will tell you, oh, you need to keep it at 70%. Just put water in the darn thing. It'll do it on its own. Just make sure it stays full. And make sure that these eggs get turned every 2 hours, either automatically or manually. If you take a look at the temperature here, you can change the settings here. You want to keep it between 99 and 102. So here we are, it's day 20. We're expecting the chicken's due date to be tomorrow, but you need to do something first. You need to make sure you have their crib set up. Now, what you'll see in here is 2 feeders, okay, little bowls, and they will make an absolute mess. So what I do is I use bricks to kind of push those bowls up in the corner so the chicks don't dump them all over the place, which they'll do anyway. Also, you'll notice I have pine needles as the straw. You don't need to go buy anything fancy, just use what you have around. There's no sense in paying a ton of money for something chicken's gonna crap on and you gotta throw away anyway. So do not use live organic material. Make sure it's dead and dried so it soaks up the mess. Make sure this container is clean. And most importantly, check your bulb, make sure it works. Don't put chicks in here without a heat source, and you need a reflective shield that will project the heat down. And I will tell you, if the chicks are laying under the bulb, that means they're cold. If they're laying on the opposite side of the container, that means they're too hot. So you'll need to adjust this lamp a little closer and a little further away each time. But make sure you have this done before your chicks hatch. Don't get caught with your pants down when there's chicks around. The last thing you're gonna need is a food source for your chicks. What I have here is I believe a 50-pound bag of chick starter feed, grower pellets, grower crumble. Looks a lot like grape nuts and kind of tastes like it too, to be honest with you. Yes, I've tried it. Give them as much as they want. You're gonna need to feed them starter feed for about at least 4 weeks, maybe even 8 weeks, the first month or two. Let's talk real quick about disease and starter feed. They make a medicated starter feed, which helps protect the chicks against coccidiosis. If you order chicks, you can get them vaccinated for an extra 2 to 5 cents per chicken. So at this point, it's just a waiting game. I'm gonna be checking the chicks tonight. Hopefully by morning, some will have hatched and they will have dried out and they can move into their new home. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the evening of day 21, right on time. And what we are witnessing here is an actual live birth. You can see the crack in the chicken egg. So you can see this little guy on the upper left here is pretty much dry. He's kind of fluffy. He's ready to rock and roll. The new one down here on his back that's trying to stand up, he's still moist. So the fluffy guy, he's ready to move out to the crib. This guy is not. But since they're social animals, I'm gonna wait for him to dry off and then take both of them out. And it'll make more room. So here we are. We have 6 of them hatched so far. So far I've hatched 8 of the 12 eggs, and these guys have dried off, so I put them in their crib over here. and you can see them laying in a pile under the lamp. That means they're trying to maintain warmth. One thing I want to point out specifically, as far as the food and the water dish, make sure they're low enough that the chick can easily get to it without having to climb or search for it. Make sure it's low enough. So be conscious of that. These things won't necessarily go hunting for food just yet. Make it easy for them. So in today's video, we have successfully taken you from step one, which is the chicken laying the egg, all the way to them hatching and going in their crib for the next 4 to 6 weeks. What follows may be another video in the future. It's pretty simple from this point on for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Make sure they're well fed, make sure they're well watered, and when they start being able to get out of that box, provided it's warm enough outside, you may start moving them out there. Don't put them with your adult chickens just yet. That'll be saved for another video. And most importantly, don't forget, we were created on purpose for a purpose. Be your purpose. Until next time on Chatting with Chintzy, I'm Chintzy Barato. Out.